Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the patch notes as well as building out another hero. We've continued to do this kind of religiously, trying to get a lot stronger Guardians within here so we can make some more progression. So looking at the highlights with the patch, and I don't like they don't put what patch notes it is or the date that it's released, but we've reported a few players have lost Guardian slots after the changes. They're going to go ahead and revert that to the commander. If you bought Guardian slots, they are unlocked in there. So reduce the Solus level Commander 3 skill requirement so that it can be obtained with the current roster of Guardians. That is a big thing. Of course, it had to be changed. You were kind of getting stuck with the skill itself, which again, it didn't seem to make sense. Arena Season 9 begins. Now, we know the game's been out for what, 3 months? I think going on 3 months. Endless Season week 3 week 4 starts. So Endless Season 3, week number 4 starts July 31st through August 6th, which is what we are in right now. Now, of course, the scoring for this is going to reward you Ascension Seals as well as some idols. I did pick up some idols. I haven't cracked any of them open yet to see who was in there, but we did get some idols. Now, of course, this is going on the Gilded Guardian token. We know that is what we received before. The Gilded Guardian token, they're kind of looking at the utility-wise, looking at the staking of it, looking at the viability, looking at a lot of different things before they release. Now, a lot of players were also saying, are we going to see the Gilded Guardians token come back if it comes to rewards in this game? Honestly, yes. In my opinion, that is the big play-to-earn aspect. That is really the aspect that comes into crypto gaming when it comes to the play-to-earn aspect. That would be the way to get the currency that they have. Again, I know they need a little bit of a better system and a little bit more structure around that Gilded Guardian token to increase the utility. And it could also mean using the utility within the game, just like we see with Erie's Market or Erie's Store and a couple other places. That might mean using the token to go ahead, and I would be okay with that. If you could earn the token and then use the token, whether it's burned, whatever it may be, actually in the game to level up Guardians to use maybe in place of, some of your Radiant Souls. I don't know. There's so many different ways that we could roll with this that you could make it work. Now, looking at the changes, couple little changes in here. UA blend with guild power menu. And of course, it wasn't very fluid. Now it is. Added a new pop-up message when emerge conditions are not met. I like that. Players now start challenge mode with 100% commander skill energy. That is really cool for the challenge mode. Again, Arena Season, Endless Season is coming. Boss Run Rush ends July 30th, which of course was 2 days ago. Tybor and Ox Banner returns. Now this, guys, don't worry about building these. I really, and I'll look at the banner in just a minute, but do not use your Calling Stones. The Calling Stones are super expensive in this game, not only to get with your arena tokens, but they're also very expensive itself. Tybor and Ox are not really used in very many places. There's a lot of other heroes, even if you're using just kind of the base free-to-play stock heroes, which it seems to be that we might be getting another new hero, which I think would be really cool. But overall, yeah, they definitely need to up the banner. And a lot of players are also saying that Tian Long banner should be coming sometime in August, which means you'd have access to one of the most powerful Guardians within this game itself, which is going to be awesome. Save your stones right now. I cannot stress it enough. Don't go ahead and use them for this banner. Save your stones. New A/B testing for the tutorial, so we're going to have to see what that looks like. Challenge 3 should now be automatically selected upon opening the dungeon menu. I like that because I don't have to scroll through. It is going to go to the 3rd level in there. Added the help menu to the dungeon map. And of course, Kieran's Serpent Strike description. Kieran cannot be targeted by enemies while the skill is active. A little bit of change there. Now, Tarvos' necklace. We have had issues with essentially the 5th slot or the Guardian exclusive gear, with a lot of it not working and never, it's kind of weird. So before nearby allies recover 20% HP, it never did this. So again, this is another bug. This is something that had to be changed because again, this is something that never worked, which is kind of crazy. So there was no heal that Tavros' necklace was actually providing. So all the players that kind of held it before, it didn't do anything, unfortunately. We've seen this with Cyrus's damage reflection. We've seen it with a lot of different places. Also dispel all negative effects. So that is what it has always been doing this. So essentially they just kind of corrected it. Tavros' healing was only half the amount that it should have been doing. That puts this really super high priority on Tavros for that. was healing for only half the amount. Now, when it comes to this game itself, when it comes to support guardians, when it comes to healing guardians, we have Aquitas, we have Flix, we have Ferella. We also do have Tavros, which are the big support healers. Tavros was only doing half of the amount, and Tavros was absolutely broken with the healing that he was doing. The Void Ghost plus the exclusive clarification. The Ghost heals all allies 70% of the attack rating, plus the weakened ally 50% of the attack before disappearing again. It was only healing for half the amount that it should have been doing. And then, of course, looking at, and I'm hoping that literally they just fix that with the gear exclusive, really the clarification that it actually works like it should be. The Ilwyn Golden Web and the Golden Web, again, exclusive gear, a lot of problems with this. Silence effect that applied to near targets as well. Again, that was the base. This is going to be the Web Plus. The enemy with the highest damage dealt is silence instead of 3. So doubling the silence effect. And you can see we moved to 188 right there. Tuku's ultimate defense clarification. Shield reflects the absorbed damage back onto the enemy when the shield effect ends. So takes all the damage and then reflects that back. Now, when it comes to the bug fixes myself, I'm not going to go through all of the bugs, guys, but look at these. There are so many different things that literally this team has been working their hearts out to go ahead and fix all of the bugs in there. Now, what I was saying about the hero, so looking at our Guardians, we are saving right now for Leah. Leah, of course, with the Enlightenment, has a lot more Keeper Souls that we do have to get, Radiant Souls. Then, of course, we do need the Cracked Heart in conjunction with the Radiant Souls. Once we do hit our 12,000 Keeper Souls, I'm going to pick up another Cracked Heart. That way we can put it with our Radiant Souls, and we can try for 12,500, which is awesome to see that we're building the hero out. Same right here. Once we do get to those 12K, because the souls are the things that are hard to get, I can, of course, just go in there, buy some Cracked Hearts. We can sacrifice some Guardians. We can get some of these. But overall, I'm not putting a lot into the souls, which is where we have to build them. Tarvos, the exact same. So once we do get to the point of the Imperial Souls, and I'm going to make sure that we're using the Radiant Souls because I have over 10,000 right now. But looking at the cap that we have here and for the Radiance, as you can see, the hero is at a 4, which means I believe the cap on this is 75 at this point, or it looks like we can only do 60 in here. So again, 60 might be the cap for 5. I think going to 4 might be the 75. I think that's exactly where it is. Now, of course, looking in here, we already have the resources, but this is Radiance number 1 or level 1. So we can take this hero up to 100 guaranteed. But again, I'm not going to use those souls and souls here. So I'm going to actually focus on, and we're going to build out. And I'm thinking again, Radiance level 3, using my Radiant Souls in here, this is going to give me the ability to cap at 75. So you can see right here, we're on 8.3. This should take the hero to 9.4 if we do not have that 25% fail chance that we have in here with Cyrus. Now, when Cyrus comes to PvP, does incredibly well, guys, has a massive damage mitigation factor. I do like Cyrus. He's a really cool hero. We've started to use him in a couple different places. Building him up a little bit higher is, of course, going to make a big difference because we haven't built him up. So let's see, fingers crossed, can we get Cyrus built up a little bit higher? And again, we're going to have to get some more souls out of here, but we are using and really utilizing the Imperial Souls, but I might actually save them. I think I'm going to save the Imperial for Tavros. Now that I'm thinking about it, looking back, I'm going to wait till I get some more souls. I was thinking about it, and again, when it comes to Tavros, when it comes to the hero itself, does incredibly well. Again, we have the attack on the necklace. This, of course, dispels all the negative effects, which I do like a lot. We have to get him some more gear, but I'm almost on the fence. I think I'm going to save it. As much as I love the hero, as much as I love Cyrus, burning through, I feel like a 10-5 Tavros would be a lot more beneficial than looking at, looking right here at a 9-4 Cyrus if we had the ability. So again, I think I'm going to save this because a couple more weeks, we should be able to get these. Let's hop in. Let's actually do a couple more summons because what I've been doing is just taking and really building these out with the regular summons. Anytime that we do get a legendary hero, which there we go, there is a copy of Thorit. I have been just using my Ascension Seals that I earned, burning out the legendary heroes, and then, of course, recycling everything else. Going to give us some more summons, so let's go in here and recycle like we've been. Like I said earlier, we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go down here. There is Thorit. Thorit, we are going to do the Ascension, 138. Now, again, they really range. When you look at Grizel, it's about 214. Thorid, of course, not used quite as much as Grizel, which means we can go ahead. There we go. Ascension has been successful. Let's go ahead and take care of the common and the rare that we have, giving us some more. That is right. Souls in there. All of these we're going to sacrifice as well. Anything that is south of my rare heroes right now. So that gives us another couple hundred. Look at that, another 400 right there. Then, of course, looking at Thorit, doing the exact same 500 we're going to pull out of Thorit. But what we're really looking for is right there. It is the Radiant Guardian. So once the Guardian is sacrificed, right here, we see the Ascension. There is the Guardian removed. This is what we are looking at, the Radiant Souls. And we have been farming up Radiant Souls like crazy. Definitely trying to get them built up a lot further because, of course, the higher level, or not only the higher level, but the higher that you are building these heroes out as far as the Guardian aspect, the better they are going to perform. And of course, we have our core founder team that we're kind of playing around right here. The pivot, or really the one that I look, is I have Grizel, and then we do have Tyrok. Both of those I do kind of flex between if I'm running Cyrus, because essentially I will reset a hero like Grizel. I will put all of everything that we have on Cyrus. Got a little bit of gear here, getting Cyrus built up a little bit further. As you can see, we need a lot of gear. This game, you talk about gear, guys, it is literally the black hole. But looking at a hero like this, you can see we have a lot of tier 6 gear, really building these out, and we're getting some good stats on these. So trying to kind of min-max some of the gear that we have in here. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.